the value of the dollar at the moment, 76.76 cents US, down about half a cent, which is a big one-day drop no matter how you slice it. But it also brings it down to that level where you have that exchange rate at $1.30. Meaning it's going to cost you $1.30 plus exchange fees to buy $1 US. So that's a round number that makes you think twice about making that purchase or that trip to the US. And so the other thing is this does bring it down to levels that we haven't seen since September of 2004. 2004, that was pre-Twitter, pre-Facebook. Prime Minister at the time was Paul Martin. Stephen Harper wasn't even in power yet. All those things, it really makes you realize how long it's been since we've had a dollar this low. The other thing is, if we look back 15 years, the journey of the dollar has been very remarkable. It sank to as low as 62 cents US after the September 11th attacks, which shook the global economy. It then shot up and peaked with oil. Back in June of 2008, we had a dollar that was worth $1.10 US. And then it sank in the recession, did recover though, but then you see that slide towards the end of that chart. That is the last year, bringing it down to 77 or just under 77 cents at the moment, which is way closer to its record low than its record high.
It's really interesting looking at that graph too, Jeannie, where you see that there were these spikes after these big events, but then this kind of steady, precipitous decline that we've seen over these past several months. What's driving that?
The steady, precipitous decline of oil. And that is one big factor that's been driving prices, the value of the Canadian dollar lower. So here's a reminder now of some of the factors that do drive the loonie. We have oil prices that have been cut in half essentially in the last year. And that oil price shock has flattened economic growth, prompting the Bank of Canada to lower interest rates. And investors like to flee places where there are lower interest rates and go to where rates are going up. And guess where that is? The US. And so we have this economist who explains that dynamic. Have a listen.
There's a lot of speculation that the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to start raising interest rates in the fall of this year. So as a result, you sort of get this spread between where the U.S. is and where we are. And as a result, it puts upward pressure on the greenback and downward pressure on the loonie. So you get that exchange rate moving down.